We are live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good to go. Jordan Britton here with you for Candlepin Corners coverage of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. We have a C Division North matchup for you tonight, live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. We have Paul Atkinson visiting Jeff Little. Paul's going to get us underway here on lane 44 in the brand new right room Academy Lanes, recently renovated. We have 8 new candlepin lanes here on this side of the house. Paul's off to the left, along with a brand new full bar and grill pub 125. 44 lanes here with 8 brand new. Paul grabs 6 to start. As we say, every great game starts with a 6. Appreciate you tuning in with us tonight again for this Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour C Division matchup. These two bowlers bowling out of the north. Paul with his first ball in the second box right on the head pin. Not a favorable mix here, 4-7-10, but does have some wood. Nice piece nestled up against the 4. I'm not sure if it's angled right to go and cover the 9. See how he plays. Could go right or left. He's going to go left, right at the 4 pin. Gives it a good offer. Only takes 2. Going to look to check 10. That piece of wood actually might have covered. I think he gave that snap of the finger because he knew it. But nonetheless, he gets 10, puts him at 16 after 2. Typo. Ezzy, that's right. We are on the fancy side of Academy. This is my personal favorite side. I pushed for my Wednesday night league to be in here. As Paul's off to the left, clutch just a 7. I pushed hard for my Wednesday night league to be here, but unfortunately it was another league that better fit this side of the house. So that's what they went with. We are in the middle. My average is hurting as Paul plucks the 10. Hopefully I can get it together though. Paul gonna look to grab a big out here. He's on the 3, but grabs a few, takes another 6. Good for 22 after 3. Paul is a 100 average bowler. He's from Saugus, 37 years old. Home House Academy. This is only the second week of the season. The first 3 matchups were all inter-division. So both these guys, this is their second match of the year. This Paul's off to the left. Gets you the results for you in a minute on those first matchups, but these guys will be in the same division, so they'll bowl each other twice this year. Ball up to the right, leaves a diamond in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Grabs 2 for an 8 box. Sitting at 30 after 4. Paul's high single is a stellar, better than me, 185. His high triple is a 396, and his high 5 is a 626. Some big numbers there from Paul. He's on the head pin, straight through the middle though. Does clip the 7 pin out, so he's looking at the 2, the 3, the 4, the 6, and the 10. Paul tries to send it over, just misses. If he just caught that, he had a chance to make it. Now looking at the 2, the 3, and the 4. Gonna look to check a couple there. So he will do exactly that. Actually gave a 10 a heck of a bit. Takes 9 for a 39 half. Up is gonna step Jeff Little, the home bowler, actually from Leominster, Mass. Home bowling alley was Mason's, as you can see on his shirt. But he decided once Mason's closed at the end of last season, he is right on the head pin. Was a little full, but got a nice splash. Looking at the 4, 6, and 10. But he decided he was going to choose Academy as his home house. He said it was the only other house he wanted to bowl at. Jeff tries to play that piece of wood, pushes back just the 6. Looking at the 4 and the 10. I'll look to pick his favorite. Just gets by. Takes an 8. 2-pin lead at this point in the match. Paper Sitter Gamer, how we doing? Just getting good. Paper City Gamer, where'd you bowl out of? Man, how you doing? Appreciate you guys tuning in with us again, live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts, in the newly renovated right side of the room. 8 new synthetic lanes. Jeff just off to the right. Leaves the 4 horsemen on the left, plus a triangle, the 6, 9, and 10. And right on cue, we do have a bit of a delay, as his bowling balls have not come back. Oh. One's on the way. Man, checking in all the way from Wisconsin. We appreciate you being here. I have a good friend of mine who is from Whitefish Bay. Jeff off to the right takes just a triangle. Now looking at the 4 horsemen left, the 1, the 2, the 4, and the 7. We're going to see if he can run it down and get 10. Maybe just off to the left, taking 8, and we are all squared through 2 boxes. It's an ACST Class C matchup. Second matchup of the year for these guys. Jeff Little's a 98 average, as I mentioned, from Leominster, Massachusetts. Academy is his new home center after Mason's closed at the end of last season. Jeff in the third just skates by. Gets a good mix, though. 1, 3, 7, 10. Decent shot of the spare to get himself going. Jeff is a young 40. Spare attempt. He plays it outside. Oh, plucks just the head pin. Good offer there. His high single is a 183. High triple 426. Some big numbers for a guy bowling out of Masons. Jeff goes right through the hoop, takes 7. Sitting at a 23. Both guys slow start as we get going here. Both getting adjusted to the new side. I think both of these guys might be their first time they've bowled in this room, so it is a little bit of an adjustment. Jeff just skates by off to the left. He has that little bit of a hook, and it's sliding on him, so he's gonna have to hone that in. At Candlepin corner, hi Corey. That is no halo light. Jeff is off to the left, telling himself to slow down. Plucks just the 8 pin. That other that stand was not tall enough. I wasn't able to get it behind to make a difference. So we'll work on that. But I have another tripod, so that's an easy fix. Jeff looking to get out with a bunch, gets a good 9 there. That was reminiscent of my my 9 box in the ACST final, leaving just ahead of him. So he takes a 9, puts him at 32. If I have all that right, needs 7 to square the match up through the first half. Jeff on the head pin. Nice ball there, leaves everything but the 7. Has a beautiful piece of wood set up for him. Needs to get right on that red line, send it back, and he'll sit with a mark. He's right on it, takes a spare. Nice ball for Jeff. Get to plug in one of our shiny new. Oh, that's fine. That is fine. That doesn't look good. I'll work out the kinks here. I usually don't. Paul steps up on lane 43, right on the head pin. Great ball, no luck. I'll fix that eventually. Leaves just a 4 pin. Single plank staring him right in the face here. He is just off to the left. Gonna look to check 10 again. Paul sitting at a 39 through 5, slow start. Gonna look to get going here. Threw a first ball that is a great sign for his next half. He takes a 9 again, 48. 48 through 6. Just off to the right. Does get a nice little mix, though. Looking at the 4 horsemen on the left and the 9 pin, what we call the Caleri in Candlepin. Has a piece of wood that's going to help carry the 4 and the 7. Actually might be able to keep the 2 pin in play. Possibly to go take out the 9. So that could be a big helper if he can get in the pocket here. Ball looks like he's stuck a bit in his approach. Misses off to the left. Looking at the 1-2-9. Ball plays it outside, takes 2 for a 9. 50 57 through 7. Oh, he did not get a 57 box. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Paul in the 8th, bounced it a bit just off to the left. Looks like he's sticking a little bit on this left side. Last couple of balls he's thrown, he's looked down at the approach and giving a little bit of a scuff with his shoe. So we'll see what happens as he works that out. Paul in the second ball, punches the half Worcester on the right, looking at cluster of 4 in the middle, plus the 6 and the 10. Paul looking to get out with a bunch, gets 3 for a 7. Nice ball there, see if he can't replicate it. 64 through 8. And I appreciate you guys tuning in with us. Jordan Britton here with you. Candlepin Corners coverage of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. We're live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. As Paul Atkinson visits Jeff Little. Ball off to the right, he gets a real nice mix. Looking at the 4 horsemen on the right plus the 2. That's the 1, 2, 3, 6, and 10 pins. Really good chance at a mark here. It's the end cap on the wood in front of the 2 there, looking at the 3, looking at the 1, 2, and 10. Paul throws the ball. He was probably hoping to throw in the second box there to grab 2 for a 973. After 9. Jeff is sitting on a mark here, so if Paul can get one here, we'll put the pressure on Jeff to keep it going. This Paul's right on the head pin, wiggles, and it goes. That wood cleaned up the last 2, hammer time, right on time for Paul. Okay, not exactly the game he's wanted, but you know what? Finishing strong here to put a little bit of pressure on Jeff. See what he can't do with it. Paul filling a strike on the head pin again. Got a good splash, continuing to get a mix here, looking at the 7 and the 8. Decent chance at a 10 fill here. Put 20 on the end. Ball goes right. Nice shot there. He's going to put 20 on the end there for a 93. Again, not the game he wanted, but a stellar finish. There, Jeff is now going to need 51. So a good fill here. Again, won't need a mark, but definitely puts the pressure on Jeff. Needing 51. Strong finish there from Paul. Get himself going for game 2. Jeff filling on the head pin again. Little full. Take a 6 fill. Puts him at 48. Put 16 there. I should just say 6. Jeff's going to give it a bit. Oh, tried to cut it over. Little full on the 3 pin there. Good bid. See how he plays this to try and get 10. Does go to the white. Thought he wouldn't. That's a great shot. Great shot there to grab 10 from Jeff Little. 58 through 6. Peach of a shot. Jeff here in the 7th, off to the left, gets a nice mix. 1, 3, 8, 9, and 10, telling himself to slow down a little bit here. Good shot. Out of spare here. Really trying to grab hold of this first game. He's on the head pin. What a shot! Jeff Little spare right on time. That's a beauty. I'm going to clip that. 14:42. And that does remind me, if you don't follow us on TikTok, appreciate you guys giving us a follow there. We're new to the game. Only have about, I think, 30-something followers the last time that I looked. But it's Jeff filling in the pocket. Actually ended up being a little bit full. Takes a 5 fill there. My mark indicators are not working for me. I do apologize. But he's sitting now at 73 through 7. Tries to cut it over, grabs just 2. Looking at the 2, the 6, and the 10. Try to get out with 2 here. Plucks just the 10 for an 8. Gonna put him at 81 through 8. And only needs 10 pins now. I'm sorry. 13 pins to take the lead. 2 boxes to do it. Looks like my formula is off a bit here. So Jeff just misses off. He's not picking up right here. Doesn't account for the fill. Pineapple, what's up, handsome? How we doing? Jeff spare, attempt right on. Beauty of a shot. Couple clips here in the second half. Jeff Little is just putting his mark on this first game. Puts him at 91 and a ball through 9. What a strong half here for Jeff. 6 fill, 10, spare 5, 8 box, and now the spare. He assures himself a victory here. So he's on the head pin again. A little bit full again. Gets a nice splash though. It's still working. Gonna take 8 there. Gonna put him at 98. The spare indicators aren't working. I apologize. We'll try to work that out. But Jeff gives a spare attempt. Just misses to the right. They can sit at 99 through 9. Now guaranteed at least a 107. Going to look to grab at least 1, give himself a nice lead going into game 2. Oh, I did make a typo, 99. 8 box there for Jeff. And a strong 107 to start. Jeff Little's going to grab the first 2 points of the night. So we have 5 games on tap for you here. That was only game 1. Jeff takes it 107.93. Each of the 5 games are worth 2 points, with total worth a big 4 points. Points up for grabs here in this week 2 ACST matchup. Paul Atkinson stepping up on lane 44, getting himself going here in the second game. On the head pin, punches straight through, leaves the spread eagle. Paul gonna look to make something pretty. Gives it a bid. Kicking, probably the 2 pin off the wall there. Does clean out the left side. Gives himself a good chance at a 10. Does exactly that. That's a great box. 3 object pins and a 10. Again, obviously we don't ever want to see the spread eagle, but that is exactly how you play it. Paul has found the head pin. We're going to see if he can get a little mix here, get himself going. On the head pin again in the pocket. Wow. That's not one you see every day, folks. We have the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 6 pin and the back row. I mean, great pocket hit. That is just the game of Candlepin. Paul's going to play the right side. Kicks it off the wall. Oh, what a bid. Everything but the 7. That was a fantastic offer from Paul. Great ball he's throwing right now. Almost made it go. Paul looking to grab 10. Misses off to the left. We'll take 9 for 19 through 2. A nice start here for Paul. Throwing a good ball. Hitting his objects. 5 out of 6 object pins now to start this game 2. It's a big answer. Paul off to the left, but gets a mix. And now is a spare leave. Again, as I mentioned, that's just a game of Candlepin. Misses, honestly, the head pin by a mile. We'll call it as we see it here. And gets himself a spare leave after burying the pocket and getting nothing really close. That's the game in a nutshell. Going to look to make it here, and he's gonna. What a shot from Paul. Spare in the third puts him at 29. Now through 3 plus this ball. And would you look at that? We have a spare. 15 viewers tuning in with us right now. Appreciate you guys being here. We're live from Academy Lanes. This is Jordan Britton. Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour C Division North. Paul's off to the right again, but gets a decent mix. Takes a 6 fill. Puts him at 35 through 3. And off to a good start here. Looking at the 1, the 4, the 7, and the 8. Takes just a step. Gonna look to clean up. Gets in at 35 through 3. As Corey mentioned in the chat, it is September. If you have the ability, Paul gets one for an 8, puts him at 43 through 4. If you have the ability to subscribe, we greatly appreciate it. Small donation to the stream, unless you have Amazon Prime, which I'll get to in a second. But that goes a long way towards us adding to the stream quality. We were able to upgrade to a mixer, so the sound you hear tonight is a lot better than what we've heard in the past. Paul is back on the head pin, gets a splash. Wiggles the 6. Looking at now the 4 and the 10, couple pieces of wood that I really don't think are bad. He's not happy with it, but I feel like if he can go low on the right piece, the left piece of wood, he might be able to send it over. Goes left, almost kicked the ball off the curtain. Takes a 9 for 2 here. Hit the pause after the next mark. I show whereabouts is this bowling alley? Ancient Pause. So we're in Haverhill, Massachusetts. As Paul takes a 10, 53 half. Really strong answer after a slow start. So we're live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. The Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. As Jeff Little steps up on lane 44. Looking to get going here in the second game. Strong 107 to start. 14-point victory to secure the first 2 points of the night. As he's off to the right with his first ball. Again, if you guys do have the ability to sub, we appreciate it. If you have Amazon Prime, you are able to actually link Amazon Prime to your account. Jeff gives a great bid. It's going to go. Oh, the ball kicked off the wall. The 9-pin was the last one to stand, and it went. What a shot from Jeff. Just putting on a clinic here. Great shot there from Jeff. Really getting it going here. Fantastic. Ancient Paul used to go at Ryan's Family Amusements. I think there's a couple of those, is there not? Millis, Ryan's and Millis, a great partner of ours. Danny Finn, Kate Finn, the Finn family, doing a great job running that. We did just call out Run the Bear. So we had Corey there on scene and Chris Waterman calling the tournament. What a great showing from the guys there, as well as our stream team. As Jeff's on the head pin. Great fill there, takes 7. We'll put that in for a 17 to start. Both these guys really getting going here. Jeff gives it a bid just off to the right, takes 2. That wood comes back. It's going to wiggle it, but it's probably not going to go, as it will stand up and fight. Jeff off to the right, gives it a wiggle again, does not want to go for a 9, 26 through 2. So you know what's going on, Ancient Paul. Love to see it. They're great friends of the stream. Danny hates me because I don't bowl in the ACST anymore. But he beat me and scared me away. Jeff, just off to the right, going to leave the Caleri. If you're not familiar, the Caleri consists of the 4 horsemen on either side. We were looking at the 4 horsemen on the left, plus the 9-pin in this situation. Jeff looking to run it down, plays it outside. Gives it a good bid, but leaves the 2 and the 9. Jeff looking to get out with at least 1. Kicks it off the wall for a nice 10, 36 through 3. Jeff making some real pretty shots here, doing a great job. And this is an Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour C Division matchup, but neither one of these guys are bowling like C bowlers right now. Great to see here, putting on a show. As Jeff's off to the left, going to leave the 1, the 3, 7, and 10. Ancient Pause. We cover most of the ACST match. I have a buddy who's in it, Chris Parkinson. I know Chris Parkinson. He's in the ACST and the Friday Night Pro League. We cover as many as we can. Really, Jeff gives the spare attempt just off. Going to leave the money shot here, the high-low jack, the 1, 7, 10. But we cover whatever we can. We look for the bowlers to reach out to us. They schedule their matches, and it's up to them if they'd like to be streamed or not. And if they ask us, as Jeff did tonight, we are more than happy to cover if it's in our area. Jeff gives it a bid. I don't have any money for him, but I probably should have bought him a drink if he made it. But takes a 9 for a 45 through 4. But so myself and Corey, Corey, the founder of Candlepin Corner, are in Haverhill, Mass. So we try to do as many North Shore matches as we can. And then we have Chris Waterman, who I mentioned as well, who covers a lot of our South Shore action. So we saw him at the Amateur Tour Finals. Jeff looks to make a spare here in the 5th, and he's going to sit on one. Nice shot from Jeff. 55 through 5 plus a ball. No, not there. 55 plus, throwing a strong ball here. Paul on lane 43 now, looking to get going here in the second half. Just misses off to the left, looking at the 1, the 3, the 4, 7, 9, and 10. Piece of wood up against the 10. A little bit of a helper. See if he can't get in between the 1 and the 3 and give it a bid. He's going to do exactly that. Oh, wow. What an offer, what a shot, but leaves just a 7. Piece of wood just angled enough that it wouldn't roll back to clean the 7 out. But a great bid nonetheless, as Paul's going to look to grab 10. Dumps it in the gutter, though, takes a 9. 62 now through 6. Paul here in the 7th. On the 3-pin, gets a nice little mix though. 1, 2, 6, and 10. Ball off to the left now, grabs just the 2-pins. Looking at the 1, 6, and 10. See how he plays this here. Depending on the bowler, some might try to make the 10, some will just grab the shirt 2. See what Paul does. He goes for the shirt 2 and gets it. Nice play there. Nice shot. Takes a 9, puts him at 71 through 7. Jeff Little again at 55 and a ball through 5 here. So Paul really could use another mark. Put the pressure on Jeff. He's off to the left, gets a good little mix here. Looking at the snowplow, the 1, the 8, and the 9. Shout out to Steve Bronchuk, the old king of the palace. Called this one the snowplow. Paul gives it a good bid, but does just miss. Looking at the 1 and the 9 now. Misses to the left for an 8, puts him at 79 now. Through 8. Big time here for a couple marks. He had a strong finish in the first game. See if he can't replicate it here. Paul on the head pin here in the 9th. It's a good mix. It's still working. 9-pin wants to go. It does not. Thing was 3/4 of the way over. And we do have a set of train tracks beyond Academy. And if that thing was going by at the right time, that pin was going. But still, good shot at a spare. If he can get on the tip of that wood. He gets right on it. Great shot there from Paul. Again, right on time. When he's needed a mark to put the pressure on here to start, he has done exactly that. Nice ball there from Paul. Puts him at 89 through 9 plus this ball. Big fill here goes a long way. See what he can't do. As he gets on the head pin in the pot. Oh, I spoke too soon. Spread eagle right through for a 4 fill. Gonna put him at 93. Definitely gonna see an improvement here from the first game as Paul tries to make the eagle plus just a 10. See if he can't grab a few. Get himself over 100 here in game 2. Paul plays it outside, but just blocks the 2-pin for a tough 6 box in a 99 game. Jeff now going to need 44 pins here in the back half. Is working on a spare in the 5th. Paul is sitting at 192 through 2, the 93 first game and a 99 second game. Oh, I forgot to hit the applause. I'll work on it. see what Jeff can't do here. See if I can use it. Jeff filling a spare in the 5th. Back on the head pin. Little too full. Takes 5. Good for a 60 half now. This will definitely get the applause if he can cut this over. Plays it. Oh, kicked it off the wall. Wow, what a shot. Regardless, he made the 4, 6, 7, 10 clean. Unfortunately, at the 3-pin stand as he grabs it for a 10. But goodness gracious, what a shot. 70-6 here. Jeff Little just off to a great start. I told him before the match, I love this side of the house, and I think he's going to have to agree with me now, the way that he's bowling to start. Jeff, 4 boxes here, needs 30 pins to take the win. See, he's in the pocket. Gives it a wiggle. I want to use the applause. Wow. A slight breeze would have pushed that thing right over. Great ball there from Jeff nonetheless, and does have a straight shot at the pin, though. There's some wood there that actually probably will still make it go, but I think it goes right at the pin. Plays the wood, ball kicks off, and it goes for a spare. Great shot there for Jeff. Eagles wobble, but they don't fall down. I played the applause. I hope it's not too loud. I hope you heard it. But a fantastic shot, or ball and shot there for Jeff Little. There in the 7th. 80-7. He's on the head pin again. 7 Phil puts him at 87-7. Did it sound good? Did it sound good? Jeff's going to look to send it over. Oh, what a bid. The ball comes off and it goes. Oh, my. Hit it clean. Should have gone. And the ball kicks off the wall at 32 minutes. Jeff's got me 4 clips right now. Follow us on TikTok if you do not already, at Candlepin Corner. You are going to see these shots that Jeff Little is making right now in a video tonight. He's filling that one now just off. He actually might clear the head pin out anyway. Probably wants it to stand up. It's going to stay up and fight for a 5 fill. Jeff's going to give it a bid. Oh, my, wait. What? Left the lights? Does not, rolls right by. What a fantastic offer. Jeff is at a 102 through 8. Wow, just gave a heck of a bid. Grabs a single pin for a 10, puts him at 112. C Division who? Jeff Little. 112 through 2. Now has a 13-pin lead in the game here. Going to get another box to add to it. He's back on the head pin, little full. Got the 10-pin to go, but the 6 stood up and fought. Looking at the 2, the 4, and the 6. Not an ideal shot, but the way he's throwing the ball right now. Throws a great first ball there, right through the middle. Gonna look to grab to a fantastic game nonetheless. Just needs 1 pin to get himself in the 20s. Just a great, great start from Jeff Little. Grabs 1 for an 8 and a strong 120 string. Great bowling here from Jeff Little. Absolutely fantastic. Going a great ball. Through 2. Jeff has secured the first 4 points of the night. I did just see, Corey, that Derrick Henry scored a rushing touchdown. I got a chance to beat Mike now. Love to see it. But Jeff with a 107 and a 120 for a 227. To Paul's 93 and 99 for a 192. I am not a mathematician here, but I believe that is a JB Trey 5-pin deficit here for Paul as we head into the 3rd game. Paul going to look to get himself going. Promptly throws a half-twister. But if you saw our match at Sunnyside in the Friday Night Pro League the other night, these go more often than you'd think. Jeff's on the head, sorry, not Jeff, Paul, on the head pin here. Drives it straight through. Looking at a pair of 2-pinners here. Just going to look to grab one of them. Take an 8 to start. Misses off to the right. Takes a 6. We'll clean out these marks here. As we all know, every great game starts with a 6. See what he can't do. Ball's off to the left, gets a nice mix. Looks like the 4 horsemen on the right, plus the 9 pin. I believe the 9 pin sitting in the back here. I don't have the best angle to say for sure, but it did certainly look like it. To the bid, the 9 pin was in the back. I had it right, but no luck here for Paul in that second box. Gonna look to clean up. Gets on the head pin, but pucks it straight through the 9 and the 10 for an 8. Oh. It entered, not the error. 14 through 2. As Jeff just said to Paul, being a hell of a competitor, plenty of room. He does have a good amount of room to get himself going here. He's on the 3 pin, but gets a nice mix. 1, 2, 7 and 8. Has some wood in the back there. He runs it and it goes. Nice shot there from Paul. Spare there in the third puts him at 24 through 3. Plus this ball. See if he can't load it up. Did I make a bad pun? I don't do that. Oh, on the head pin. What a ball. Leaves just the king. King pin is the 5 pin for those that aren't familiar, but a 9 fill puts him at 33 through 3. Big answer right on time here for Paul. See if he can't just go pluck this one right in the face. He is all over it. Pair of spares here for Paul in the third and fourth in the third game. Sitting at 43 and a ball through 4. Wow, that could not be more off if it tried. Whatever, you get the point. It's Paul back on the head pin. Tough break there, but grabs 7. Now sitting at a 50 through 4. I mean, really not full here. He can cut outside the 6. As he looks at the 6, 7, and 8. If he cuts it over, there's no reason this doesn't go. Gets on. Oh, just skates by. What a bid. These are the emails tonight. Hit me up and we can work something out. I designed some of the past different streams. I'd love if you shoot us a DM. That would be outstanding. As Paul's going to look to grab 2 for a 9. He does exactly that. The ball comes back. Thing's spinning like a top. Going to touch the 6. Give me the clip. It stops right in front of it. It's still a 9 and an outstanding 59 half. Big time answer there from Paul. Ask Chris if he's had the hero maybe come up and watch it in person. Well, the funny thing is, Ancient Pot, he bowls for, I believe, Central Park in the Friday Night Pro League. And I bowl for Academy in the Friday Pro League. So they're going to come here at some point. So if you're able to come down when they bowl Academy 1, be able to come hang out and meet me. So that'd be pretty cool. Love you to come down then. As Jeff gives a strong offer at a spare there, but no luck. Look to clean up here. Grabs 1 for a 9. Jeff looking to get himself going here in the 7. This is off to the right. Almost a lemon drop. Almost $1 for Candle Pins for Cancer. But was able to clean out the 9. Got the head pin here, so a spare leave. See if he can get on it. He does. Gets a splash, but not enough. Now looking at the 4, the 8, and the 10. Good piece of wood there in front of the 4. Should give him no problem at getting 2 of them. He's going to do just that. Sends it over. Great bid at a 10. But he'll take 9. Oh. 9 plus 9 is not 9. Jeff sitting at 18. So puts him up 4 pins in the game through 2 boxes. But opposite a spare 9, spare 7 for Paul in the 3rd and 4th. So he's got a tall task ahead of him. He gets on the head pin. Oh, I was going to say he leaves the 2 and 2. But able to pluck out the 7. Now looking at the 4, the 6, and the 10. See how he plays this. Could go either way. So he goes right. See if he can't spin it off the wall. Heck of an offer. Grabs 2. ball return being a little slow. Now we're going to ice the kicker as he looks to grab 10. While we do have a break in the action again, appreciate you guys being here with us. We're live from Academy Lanes. This is Jordan Britton, Candlepin Corner. We're covering the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, C Division North. Paul Atkinson visiting Jeff Little from live Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Mass. Pub 125. 8 brand new Candlepin lanes on the right side of the house, 44 in total here. But the 8 on the right, newly renovated, looking outstanding as you can see as Jeff grabs a 10. We have also a brand new full bar kitchen, outstanding food. The French fries, Terry Terrific would be upset at me if I didn't plug the pretzel sticks. But some outstanding food at an outstanding bowling center. Jeff's back on the head pin, splashes it. Just some tough breaks right now with the splits. Looking at the 4, 6, and 10. A couple pieces of wood. I wonder if he can split these. If he might be able to make it go. But we'll see how he plays this. He tries to split them. A piece of wood was tied to the 6, but not the 10, so it actually wouldn't have gone the way I thought it might have. But Jeff now looking at 2 on the plate. Going to grab 1 for another 9. Curious to see how we do in the ratings war versus Monday Night Football. There's 7 viewers here. I'm going to guess Monday Night Football has a couple more than we do. As Jeff grabs another 9 here for a 37. Open to start, but is pinning well. So we get 37 through 4, only giving up 3 pins. Oh, blah. I got the fantasy football on my phone here right up to the side. I got a close matchup and see if I can't get a win, which would be impressive for me. Jeff is off to the right. I guess technically only knocked down 6 pins in that ball, but 1 is in the channel. So we're going to call that a downed pin. So looking at the 1, the 2, and the 4. Going to try to run it down. Oh, actually, the 5 was in the back there. I couldn't see from my angle. But nonetheless, did not go. He's looking at just the number 1. Corey, I'll tell you what, man. With the Survivor pool, which if you don't know, I run a football pool, a couple of them actually, a bunch of people picked the Bills tonight. So if we can get a Titans win, I would not be upset. As Jeff misses off to the right for another 9, and a 46 half. So Paul's going to have a 13-pin lead as we head into the second half of Game 3. Paul's going to step up on lane 43. I don't know, even open bowler, I guess, on the right side. No scoreboard or anything, so I'm not too sure. Typically, they don't do that. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but nonetheless, Paul lets him go. Now he's going to get a second half in Game 3 going as he is just off to the right. Going to leave the Caleri left. It is the 1, the 2, the 4, 7, and the 9. Paul looking to run it down, punch just a 7 though. Paul looks to get out with 10 and does exactly that. Knows that's the ball he should have thrown. The Paul Grant special, as the great Paul Grant would say. 69, nice through 6 for Paul. 4 boxes left here in the third game. Let's try to handle that lead. Put the pressure on Jeff here. Just off to the left here in the 7th. So Paul is looking at Jeff's scoreboard. See if he can't run it down. Jeff gets on it. Paul gets on it. Leaves everything but the 7. Great offer there. Paul grabs a nice 10 there. 79 now through 9. Plenty of room here as he looks to add on to his lead. Getting a 13-pin lead going into the game, or into the second half of the third game. But was chasing 35 after 2 games. This is a great chance for him to cut into that lead. As he misses off to the right, gets a very favorable mix. 1, 2, 4, and the 9 pin. Piece of wood behind the 2 and the 4. I'm actually not sure if it helps him or hurts him. We'll find out here as he gets on the head pin. Just kissed it. It didn't carry. I couldn't tell how much that piece of wood factored because his body English kind of blocked my view. But nonetheless, the 8 pin stays standing. And he's going to look to grab 10. Swaps to the right, snaps it around, gets a kick, and it's going to go. Another 10 here. Perfect half thus far. Knock on wood for Paul. 89 through 8. 3 10s in a row here. Plenty of room for a couple marks. Ball on the head pin. Great ball. Leaves a triangle on the right side at 6, 9, and 10. Good shot here at a spare. Paul really put the pressure on in game 3. Just off. Just off. Plucks just a 9 pin. Looking at the 6-10. Paul looking to clean up, does exactly that. Another 10. Pinning well here. Again, no marks to show, but in this game, got to pin out. And Paul has done exactly that thus far. 99 now through 9. See if he can't market himself in the teens here. See, he's on the head pin, right in the pocket. Going to look at another triangle here. This one, the 3, the 5, and the 6. If he can throw the same ball that he threw going after the last triangle, this one's going to go. He does it. Gets it to go. Great shot. 109 in a ball through 10. Heck of a game here from Paul. Big time response. Loses the first 2 and comes back. Ain't no thing. Gets himself in the 110s as he looks to crawl back into this match here. Gonna put a number on it. Gets on the head pin. Wiggles it. Does not want to go, but a 9 fill nonetheless for an outstanding 118. Big time answer there from Paul Atkinson. But 119, I'm sorry, I'm going to fix that. 118. Good to put him at 310 through 3. Big time answer there from Paul. Jeff now going to need an unbelievable half. He's going to think about grabbing 2 points out of this one. Starts with a lemon drop. $1. He knows. Candle Pins for Cancer. Shout out Paul Grant, Al Johnson. The great work they're doing at Candle Pins for Cancer. As Jeff comes back on the head pin. Gets a piece of wood to sit up. Oh, actually looks like it's settling down. See if it turns a little bit. Jeff's not going to wait. Right on. It makes the 10 go. And continues to pin well. No marks here, but 56 through 6 with no marks. Ain't so bad. I mean, giving himself a chance here. If you are not familiar, Al Johnson's Candle Pins for Cancer. The great work that they do. The tournament and TV show. Jeff's off to the right. Heck of a mix. Looking at the 7 and the 8. Couple pieces of wood that are not so friendly. Gonna see how they settle here. But Al Johnson and Paul Grant do ask. Jeff gives it a bid. Oh, wow, and he wiggled the 8, but it does not want to go. Heck of an offer. But any lemon drops, they do ask a $1 donation to Candle Pins for Cancer. Kind of started as a joke, but now he's raised thousands of dollars for the charity. So outstanding between the wow shirts and the lemon drops as Jeff takes another 10, 66 through 7. Any of that money can be sent on Venmo to @Candlepins number 4 Cancer. Candlepins number 4 Cancer. Jeff off to the left again, cleans out the entire left side. 7 pin with a piece of wood. Good to take out the 5 pin now, looking at the 4 horseman right plus the 9. Ancient Paul, going to get to your questions in a second. Jeff looks to run it down, but leaves just the head pin. Is there an underdog between these two? I mean, if we're going to give one, it's technically Jeff. Jeff is a 98 average, so Paul's 100, but I mean, a 2-pin average difference in this game. I mean, this game doesn't really matter. You could be a 130 bowl and lose to an 80 bowler on any given Sunday. As Jeff's off to the left. Good for 75 through 8. But technically, if we're going to give someone an advantage, it's Paul's 100 average. Paul actually has the better record as well this season. He's 6-8 after his first matchup. Jeff Little sitting at 2-12, although he did lose 2 of those games by less than 4 pins, and another one by under 15. So very, very easily could have had a much better record after that first match. But yeah, Paul's been around. And he was the runner-up in the semi-pro division. I believe it was 2 years ago, which Jeff gives a great offer on the Caleri. Leaves just a 6. Chris said this Friday's. So they might be bowling Academy 2. So yeah, actually we'll be at home as well. We are bowling Metro. So yeah, if you come down this weekend, we'll be able to meet too. Be one of the guys in the red shirt. Jeff looking to grab 10 just off to the right. Puts him at 84. 84 through 9. Oh, not 9. So this one, even if Jeff goes and does a triple here, will go to Paul, game 3. So he secures his first 2 points of the night. Jeff gets on the head pin. And a brutal break to say the least. That is the 2, the 6, the 9, and the 10. I'll leave you see off and see if he tries to make it here. Did try to play the 2 off the wall there, but skated by. See if he can clean up 3 here for another 9. It's depending on what. Let's see here. If he gets a 93, we're going to be looking at a 10 or 11 pin match here, depending on what. Have 7 for a 91. And slow third game here for Jeff, but he still has an 8-pin lead now. Outstanding 27-pin win there in game 3 for Paul. Now takes Jeff's lead down to 8 pins. Big time third game there from Paul. And we've got a single-digit match. I don't know if there's a semi. Oh, so it might have just been pro. It's amazing to think how far the ACST has come in just a couple of years. Paul's back on the head pin. Wiggled the 9. And also looking at the 6-pin here. Outstanding like a scarecrow.
Oh, come on!
Just a little full. Sent the 6-pin straight back. Just a 9. Right in the face for a 10 box. That should probably clear the scores. Ball here in the second. Now looking to get himself going in game 4. He's just off to the right. Gets a nice mix looking at the 4 horsemen on the left. 1, 2, 4, and 7. Can't run this down. Off to the left, plucks just the 4. Gonna grab at least 2 here. Paul grabs the unconventional 2 for a 9, puts him at 19 through 2. This is about how we started there in the second game, or excuse me, the third game. See if he can't replicate the 3rd and 4 boxes where he went spare 9, spare 7. To really get himself going for game 3. And route to a 118. He is, looked like I was going to get the head pin, but just missed. Looking at the 4 horsemen right, plus the 4, 7, and 9. Oh, looks to run it down. Little full, not able to carry. 4, 7, 10 piece of wood in front of the 4. See if he can't clean up a few here. Got right on the cap there. Wasn't able to take the 4, but does take the 7. And wrote to an 8 box and 27 through 3. Jordan Britton here with you live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Pub 125. Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour C Division North. Paul Atkinson visiting Jeff Little. Ball's on the head pin, a little bit light, but gets a nice mix. Looking at the 2, 7, and 8. Couple pieces of wood. I think there might be one tucked behind the 8 as well. See if he can't get on the red line or right on the 2-pin. Make it go. He does exactly that. Ball takes out the 9, or excuse me, the 8. And that's a spare. Nice shot there for Paul. Puts him at 37 in a ball, through 4. Great Ghoul, 0811. Appreciate you dropping a comment. These guys are putting on a nice show tonight. Paul's back on the head pin. Cleans out the 3, leaving just the 10 pin for a 9 fill. Bringing him up to 36. Nope, 46, excuse me. Carry the 1. See if he can't make this go. Catches the wood. Just how you want to play it. Just how they drew it up. He thanks the good Lord above. But nonetheless, he hit it right in the face on the scorebook. Going to put him at 56 in a ball. Paul has really turned it on here in the second half of this match. Jeff Little looking to get it going here. Misses off to the right, but leaves the 1, 2, and 4. Decent shot to get himself a spare here in box 1 after a tough game 3. Great time for him to go and answer. Get himself going. Held on to it a little bit. Knew right out of his hand he wasn't going to get that one. But has a good chance at a 10 here still. Oh, I was going to say Paul Grant special, but unfortunately the 4-pin had other plans. Nope. That is going to be a 9. Again, pinning very, very well here is Jeff Little. Great Cool says Jeff. And this is the right again. I'm going to get 2 U's up, all those high scores this week. Don't save anything for next week. I'm going to take a guess and say you're the one facing him next week. Even if you say yes, I won't tell him you said that. Again, ball returns being a little finicky tonight. Takes a little while to come back. Jeff's spare attempt here. Number 3 gets on the head pin, but a bit full. Leaves the 4, 7, 10. Plucks just the 4. Good place to leave the 7, 10 split. Only goes with the button. Takes an 8 for a 17 through 2. Oh, what's up, Tony? Appreciate you checking in, man. Jeff on the 4th box, right on the head pin. Things working. Now looking at the 2 and the 10. A couple pieces of wood here. I'm wondering if he just can go right at the red line. Really hit the head pin. See if he can't split him. Does exactly that, and it's going to go. What a shot. Peach of a shot there from Jeff. Gets himself going here in the 3rd. Good for 27 plus a ball through 3. See if he can't put a number on it here. Jeff looking to fill off to the left. Cut it a little bit thin, though. Able to clean out 4. Puts him at 31 through 3. Gets himself up over the number. Gets on the head pin. Heck of a bit. It's going to go. Nice shot. The walls are hot tonight here at Academy. Heck of a shot there for Jeff Little. Couple real pretty spares there from Jeff. See if he can't put a number on this one. Again, not the fill he wanted here in the 3rd box, but see if he can't answer. I think I actually might have. No, I'm correct. Jeff gets on the head pin. Wiggles the 4. Won't go. Takes 9, though. Good for 50 through 4. Both these guys just turned it on in the second half of the first half. Got a nice piece of wood. Actually, it looks like maybe tucked up against it. He goes right at it, and it goes. 3 in a row there for Jeff as he sits to end the first half. 60 in a ball through 5. Both these guys, again, really saying C Division who? Paul filling his spare in the 5th on the head pin. Still working, still wiggling. Good for a 7 fill and a 63. Half there for Paul. He's got a 5, 9, and 10. Piece of wood out front, and then one split in the 5 and the 9. I think if he just goes red line on that front piece, he's going to give it the best chance. He's going to do exactly that. Oh, but not able to go. Really, I think his only option there if he was going to carry. But still a great offer nonetheless. It's 63 through 5. He checks 10 for a 73 through 6. Really strong bowling from these guys right now. Ball on the head pin, little full, but gets a splash. Looking at the 4, 6, 7, and 8. Couple pieces of wood. I guess he's got to go right if he's going to think about making this, but you never know. He's going to do it. Catches the cap. Heck of a bit. Really just had to catch that end tip and then hope the ball kicked off and caught the right end tip of the piece of wood on the left. That's just a unbelievably tough shot. Now looking at the triangle on the left side. Good offer. Takes 1 for an 8. Puts him at 81 through 8. On an 81 box. Plenty of room here. Again, opposite a 60 half plus a ball. Ball could use a couple marks here. Put the pressure on Jeff in half 2. He's back on the head pin. She's working. Piece of wood kicked off. Tried to take the 5 and the 9, but no go. Looking at the 2 pin. Excuse me, 5 and 8. I'm new here. Oh, looking to make the 2-pinner go. Gets on it. Nice shot. 91 and a ball. Through 8, Paul Atkinson. That's a big-time mark. Paul looking to put a big number here on this one. He gets on the head pin. Come on. All right. Takes 6. Check mark on the right. 97 through 8. He's looking at the 3, 5, 6, and 10. Out of the hand, Takes a piece of wood out of the way. Gonna look to check it out, man. A match like this goes to show you all divisions have an abundance of talent. Absolutely, absolutely. Especially in this game. Any given Sunday, I mentioned it before. A C bowler could beat an A bowler. An 80 bowler could beat a 120 bowler on any day. It's just this game, as we all know, is so incredibly humbling. This ball takes a 7. Good for 104. Wait. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. It is any given Sunday here. Paul in the 10th, back on the head. Just off. Oh, I would have bet my life if you froze time. Oh, it's still working, though. Leaving a 2-pinner. Pin comes up. Wow, that thing had a head full of steam. If that was a little farther down the plate, we had a strike. The ultimate backdoor there. 1 and 3 for Paul. Plays a piece of, ooh. Not where he wanted to go, but still almost went nonetheless. Paul looking to grab 10, does just that for a 114. Really, really strong back half of this match here for Paul. As Jeff is going to need 55 pins. Shoeless Laces comes in with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you subscribing on the channel. Our good friend Shoeless Laces, Kenny. Jeff filling a spare on the head pin. What a ball he's throwing. Leaves just the king. That is a 69. Nice half for Jeff Little. Looking at just the 5 here. And he is all over it. 4 in a row. I am running out of spare indicators. What is going on? Jeff Little, 4 marks in a row. 79 in a ball. Through 6. Shoeless Laces, JB on the call. Just me. Just me. Corey's being daddy tonight. And Jill's at a friend's party, so I am calling a match. It's Jeff back on the head pin. What a ball. Leaves just a 9. I could have a triple. You've got to be kidding me. That is 88? 88. Jeff, just dumped into the gutter. What a bid. He looks to grab 10, hangs off again for a 9. 4 in a row, and a 97 through 7. Jeff Little putting on a clinic at Academy Lanes right now. Needs 18 pins to take the match win. 3 boxes left. I think that's in hand. Let's see if we can't add to it. He's off to the left. He gets a nice little mix. 4 horsemen on the right. 1, 3, 6, 10, plus a 7 pin in the corner. Couple pieces of wood by the 6 and 10 that are going to help that go. So if he makes a 2-pinner, he's going to have himself a good chance. Just going to have to carry a 7. But this would be a heck of a shot. Angel Posse, my highest game was at an alley in Franklin, Mass called Fico's. I'm guessing Fico's. It was 7 years ago, but 146. That's better than me. I'll tell you what, Jeff, just off to the left there. Good bid, though. Especially with his ball. Good chance the ball sent over to the 7 to make that thing go. He's going to look to grab a couple here. Flux, I don't know how, but just a 3-pin there for a 7. Good for 104 through 8. Good chance at 130 here. Jeff's high single at 183, so while that is not in danger, he's still looking at a darn good game here. See how we can't finish. He's back on the head pin in the pocket, makes it go boom. Good night. Jeff Little, hammer time. What a ball there from Jeff Little. Guy is just locked in. Took him a couple games as he adjusted to the synthetic approaches, the way his ball was working, but he is settled in just fine. Makes it to no, he said makes it go boom. Is that a typo? Okay. I thought I misspoke. Makes it go boom. Put it on a shirt. Fire me up here. 113 plus 2 balls. I thought he was gonna get the head pin again. I think just skated by. There's so much movement on his pitch. But he looks at, I think it's just a 4 horseman right plus a 7. I'm not sure if the 9 pin's in the back. But gonna look to grab a bunch here. Grabs 9 for a great 19. Put him at 122. He looks to clean up 10 here. Will skate by, but for a 9 and a 131. Jeff Little, fantastic third game. Grab himself another 2 points. Jeff Little sitting at a 449 through 2. Increases his lead to 25. 25-pin lead here going into Game 5. 6 points for Jeff, 2 for Paul. But total is well in reach. What a show from those guys. They're in Game 4. Paul gets, I can't with these guys just skating by the head pin. But nonetheless, Paul just off to the left there. Looking at the 4 horsemen right. Less than 9. He makes it go. Pretty shot.
Let's go.
Get all these spares out of the way eventually. This one I'm just going to move up, make my life a little bit easier. This ball starts his 5th game with a spare, exactly what he wanted to do with 25-pin deficit. Really wants to get himself going early. Ball's back. Oh my, what am I doing with this back of the head pin? Can't with the run on these ball signs. It's unbelievable. But 5, Phil puts him at 15 through 1. Oh my word. Gonna run it down, plucks just a 3-pin. Little says, great game. It sure was. Oh, wow, what a bid at 10. Grabs 9. 24 through 2. Strong start here for Paul. See if he can keep it going. 3 boxes left in the first half. Game 5. Game 5 of 5, live here from Academy Lanes, Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour. Jordan Britton here with you, Candlepin Corner. Appreciate you guys tuning in with us tonight for this Class C matchup between Jeff Little and Paul Atkinson. Ball just off to the left on the spare attempt there. Leaves the 1 and the 7. Ball clean up, grabs just 1 for 9 and 33 through 3. Run for 2. So he looks to finish up the first half of his last game. If you are watching and haven't followed, like the content, like what you're seeing, maybe not what you're listening to, but nonetheless, you guys are putting on the show and you wouldn't mind following, we greatly appreciate it. This ball is off to the left, gets a late work from I don't know what, maybe the train went by, but 4 horsemen on the right. I feel like the 9 pin's in the back, but I can't tell the way Paul's standing. Looking to run it down on the head pin. The 9 was in the back there, but nonetheless, 3, 6, and 10 stand up and fight. Paul looks to grab 10. Does exactly that. Great out there. 43 through 4. Again, before Paul throws his 5th boxer, we'll remind you it is September. If you have the ability to subscribe to the channel, support us in our mission to grow candlepin bowling. His ball's on the head pin, gets a great splash. Wiggles the 7, doesn't want to go. But if you are able to sub, we greatly appreciate it. All donations from subscriptions, bits, etc. Do go right back into the channel. We were able to upgrade to a new mixer just from Twitch Prime subs in the last month. We greatly appreciate that. Paul gives it a bit. Oof, wow, heck of an offer. I think he wanted to go lower than that, but still almost went where he hit it. Dumps in the gutter for a 9. And still a strong 52 half. A good start there in the 5th game. If you have Twitch Prime, as we saw Shoeless Laces not long ago, subscribed with Prime. You can link your Amazon Prime account to Twitch and subscribe to the channel completely free to you. No additional cost on top of your normal Twitch or your normal Amazon Prime subscription. But it still does make the monetary donations to the stream, so you can support us completely free. We greatly appreciate it. That JSL trying to win. The sportsmanship here is not in short amounts. These guys have been outstanding, rooting for each other the whole night. As Jeff's just off to the left in a spare attempt. But these guys have been awesome. I mean, putting on a really good show with the scores, but also just great competitors here. So this has been awesome. Jeff misses off to the right. I was going to say finds a way to take out the 7, but it refused to go. And he starts with an 8. I'm down 7 here in the game, opposite that spare 5 to start for Paul. But Paul was open the rest of the half. 52. See if Jeff can put a couple up. Right on the head pin. Deserves all of them to go. Only gets 8. He wiggled both of them. Looking at the 4 and the 10. Got 2 pieces of wood kind of split into a V here. I think if he can, I'm not sure how. It's too high. I think if he goes red line on the right, I don't know if it carries the 10. Tried the other piece with it I wasn't able to get to. But I think either one of them I don't think was going to make both pins go. Just a tough break there with the wood. He catches the cap and not able to take the 10. So we will never know. So he grabs 9 for 17 through 2. Jeff on the head pin, another splash. Almost looking at the 7-10, but was able to clean out the 7. Looking at the 10 pin, 2 pieces of wood in front. And goodness, I hate these pieces. Gonna have to go red line and just try to drive it straight back. Oh, it's right on the pin and it goes. What a shot. What the heck do I know? What the heck do I know? Great shot there from Jeff. Not as easy as it looked. At least not to me. I'll give Jeff all the credit in the world for what he's bowling tonight. Outstanding read, outstanding shot. Puts him at 27 through 3, plus this ball. He is on the head pin, a little bit light, but still able to make it work. Takes a 7 fill. Good for 34 through 3. looks to make the triangle, and oh wow, just a little too thin on the 3-pin, sent it right in front of the 5. Gonna look to grab that for a 10. Still a great offer. Misses right. Still sitting at 43 through 4. These guys dead even here through 4 boxes in the last game. Ball is open through 5. Mark here gives Jeff a real good chance to put a stranglehold on this one. It's off to the right, almost a Worcester there, but also takes a 6-pin. Jeff looking to blow it up on the head pin. What an offer. 5 and 7 wouldn't go. Great try there from Jeff. Wood might be set up pretty good for him to get a 10, but he'll go at the 5-pin and go from there. As he makes it go, nice shot. 10 for Jeff Little gives him a 1-pin lead through 5 boxes. So we head into the last 5. We are in the home stretch of this ACST C Division North matchup. All Atkinson and Jeff Little putting on a fantastic show here for us tonight. And going into this game, Paul was down 25 in total. He's going to need a big half here if he's going to look to grab the game total and a big 8 points. Again, each game worth 2 and total worth a massive 4 points. Ball's on the head pin for a spare attempt. Everything but the 6. What a ball. Great ball, great offer. Didn't want to go. Ball's off to the right. Takes 9. 61 through 6. As I mentioned, Paul is from Saugus. Home alleys are Kathy. It also bowls at a Park Place in Metro in Peabody. 37 years old, is a 100 average. Going to have no problem beating that tonight. He's just off to the right, leaves the Caleri on the right side. That is the 4 horseman right, plus the 8-pin. No wood on the deck. This is going to be a tough one. The walls have been hot, though, if he can send the head pin off the left side wall. Flux just the 8, so we'll never know. But going to run it down, see if he can't get a good out here. Paul with 2 points thus far after a 120-99 win in game 2. The rest has been all Jeff Little. Or excuse me, a 118-91 win in game 3. Misread my score sheet. Paul takes 9. 70 through 7. Plenty of room here. Paul gets on the head pin. What a ball. Working for him. Wiggles them both, and it's going to go. Hammer time. Hammer time, right on time. For Paul Atkinson puts him at 80 through 8, plus 2 balls here. Big time mark. See if he can't put a number on it. Back on the head pin, little bit light. Only takes 4, but that's not bad on the wood. Looking at a good chance at least 19. But I think this has a real chance to go. Pushes it over. Oh, just was not able to catch the 2-pin. Takes a 7, Phil. I'm going to put the other one up there, I promise, for 87 through 8. Grabs 2 there for a 9 box. Come on, buddy. One big one here. Let's go. Good for 96 through 9. See if Paul can put another one up here. Just off to the left. Gets a beautiful little mix. 1, 6, and 10. Piece of wood there. In between the 1 and the 6. I don't know if I love the angle, though. I think he's really going to have to play this outside if he's got a chance at making it go. Just right at it, and as expected, the angle of that wood just wasn't enough to carry. Kicked it right in front. Did come off the wall, but not enough to sweep it. Gonna look to grab 10 here. Where where he had to be, but that cap there did not help him. Takes him 9 for a 105. Good for 529, 106 average. To be 100 average bowler, Paul Atkinson. Strong showing there, 530 for him. Just it has been Jeff Little's night. Jeff getting it going in his last half. We enter the last 5 boxes in this game. Got the Cleary on the right, and the 4 Horsemen right, plus the 8-pin. He does have 2 pieces of wood on the deck. That might help this go. Gets on the head pin. What a shot. Makes the Cleary go. No shortage of beautiful shots here from Jeff Little tonight. Only needed about 25 pins going into the second half to get total. So it looks like he's going to do just that as he grabs. He loves the number 8 on the fill, but does not love the 4-5 no wood. But it's going to put him at 71. If he makes this, I'll lose my mind. As he plays the wood, not a bad offer if he could have capped it, but now just going to look to grab 1 for a 9. Again, 71 through 6. And field goal, not worth 3 points. He'll take just the 8. 79. Now he needs 27 pins in his last 3 boxes to take the game. So, one mark here and a decent fill is going to put this one to bed. He's got an 80 now, so he has guaranteed himself with 1 pin total. So that's 4 points. Going to be at least 12, depending on what happens here. Now he's got a cluster on the right side. There is a name for this set of pins. I'm just not sure what it is. We'll call it the diamond on the right, the 3, the 5, the 6, the 9, plus the 10 pin. I cannot remember for the life of me what this is called. Somebody help me in the chat. Jeff gives it an offer, takes out just the 6 and the 9. 3 9s is going to be good enough to get him the win. Let's see what he can do. Takes just an 8 though. This is going to be interesting here. So sits at 87 through 8. Needs 19 pins in his last 2 boxes to take the game. And has already secured himself 10 points. Win the game, he's going to get himself 12. He is right on the head pin, but a little full. Going to leave a 2 and 2. 2, 4, 6, and 10. And again, he's made some pretty ones tonight. This would be the icing on the cake if he could send it over. And he just gets away from him a bit. Grabs 1. If he can grab a 9 here, he needs a 10 to win. But if he does not grab 9, he's going to need a mark of the 10th to win the 5th game. Leaving the door open for Paul to get another 2 points. Misses just left for a 794 through 9. And down 11 in the game, going to need 12 pins in his last box. So he's going to need a mark. See if he can do it. Gets on the head pin. Little full. Gonna leave the 3, 6, 7, 9, and 10. 2 pieces of wood. Just gotta cut outside the 3 pin, see if he can't make it go. He said it, not there. I mean, that's, again, a heck of a shot to make the 6, 7, 9, 10. But, unfortunately, the 3 pin stood up and fought. And Paul is going to win the 5th game. Jeff grabs 9 there for a 103. Ambulance on the field in Buffalo for hope. But a 103 game for Jeff Little, so a 552 to 529 victory for Jeff Little. 10 points to Paul's 4 from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. So as we finish up, just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Of course, thank Jeff and Paul for a fantastic showing on the C Division Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. This is Jordan Britton live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Signing off. Thank you guys. Have a great night. We'll see you again soon.